Hi everybody. So now we are going to be starting with part 2 of the whale keychain. And here in this part we will be making first the base and then filling the entire keychain with fiber fill, and in the middle we'll also be attaching the one pair of safety eyes. Okay, so first let's start with the white yarn and start building the base. So first what we need to do is we will make a slip knot on in the white yarn like this. So in whichever way you prefer making the slip knot, you can make a slip knot. So here is a slip knot on our hook, and you can opt to choose whichever you know um, stitch you want to start with. I'm going to start with this one, the tail stitch here. So here I'm just going to um, make a standing single crochet. So for this, just yarn over, pull through this yarn over through the base. So okay. So yarn over, pull this through like this. So you have two loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through both of the two loops where you have a standing single crochet. So that is one. Now in the entire row here we are going to be making single crochets only in the front loops. The front loops are this one. So I prefer making these in the front loop because they actually look neater with the change in color. So it will help you with your neatness. So the front loop is always the one that is facing you. So here this one is facing me, this one is facing me. So I'll go ahead and make front loops throughout um, the keychain. So there have to be 24 such single crochets in the front loops. So this is through the front loop. One, actually this is two. This was the first one. This is the second one. So I will meet you at the end of this round and show you the progress. Actually, for the fins, and similar to the tail, you just have to insert it here in the stitch for the fin here. So fin anyways was just one single crochet that we had occupied. So that is the only one that you have to pick up to make one single crochet. Okay, so I'm towards the end here, and if you see, this is the last stitch. This one, there's a tendency that this might hide and you might skip this stitch. Do not skip this. This is the last one. So make a single crochet here, and to end the round we are going to find the first single crochet, which is this one, and make a slip stitch here. Okay, so there we go, that's a slip stitch. So this is the first round with the whale all over. Now for the second round, white is also the 10th round of this project. So what you're going to do is we are going to make two single crochets and then a decrease. So I'm going to show you how to make a decrease, but first just chain one, then a single crochet in this one. Okay. Then another single crochet in this one here. Okay. Now to make a decrease, what you have to do is you have to take the front loop of the next stitch and the front loop of the next stitch, the second stitch. So you have the front loop of the stitch that is next and the front loop of the stitch that is after that. So I have two front loops, and now I'm just going to make a single crochet. So just yarn over and pull through all three. So that is how you make a decrease. I'm going to show it to you again. So this is this next stitch. So we are following the pattern of two single crochets and then a decrease. So I'm going to make two single crochets. So one in each. So one here and one here. Now again, to make a decrease, I am going to take the front loop of the next stitch and the front loop of the stitch after the next stitch. So these two like this, and yarn over, and just like a single crochet, consider that as one loop, pull through both the loops. Okay, now I'm going to continue and finish the row till I come here till the end of this row, then I'll meet you again. Okay, so I'm back. I'm done with the 10th row. Now I'm just going to make a slip stitch in the first stitch here. So there you go, slip stitch. Now what you're going to do is just chain one. Here just chain one and then pull this. Now we are going to add in the eyes, and we will then after adding the eyes, after that we'll proceed. Okay, so the front side of the veil is between the two fins that we have made. So this is going to be the front side, and this is where we are going to add the eyes. So I think the eyes that I'm going to be using are 6 mm. So there we go, two eyes, and these are the stoppers. So one thing to remember whenever you're adding eyes is if you're adding these ones, the stoppers, once you know attach them from the back, they are very difficult to take out. You'll have to get them off by pliers. So whenever you're using these eyes, make sure that you are absolutely sure where you want to insert them. Okay, so as far as our project is concerned, we are going to insert the eyes from the fourth stitch from the fin. So this is going to be in the last row of blue and the fourth stitch from the fin. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here is where you're going to insert the eye. You see this one. So here I'm going to insert the eye. Okay, and similarly on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So again, this is 1, this is 2, 3, and 4. So here is where I'm going to insert the eye. Okay. So, okay, done. Now I'm just going to take the patches and also add them. Okay, so I've added the eyes with the stoppers at the back. Now we are going to continue with our 11th row. So 11th row is again a row for decreases. So now we are going to make one single crochet and then one decrease. So we already had chained one. So we're just going to start with one single crochet here, the next stitch, and then one decrease in the next two stitches, like so. Okay. Again, one more in one single crochet in the next stitch, and then one decrease in the next two stitches, like so. Now I'm going to meet you at the end of this round. So I'm done with round number 11, and I'm just going to again close this round by inserting the hook into the first stitch and making a slip stitch. Okay, now just chain one and pull the yarn. We're just going to keep it like this. Now I am going to add in some fiber fill and then I'll come back. So there it is. I filled it with fiber fill. I personally like to fill it very tight. I love to fill a lot of it inside because I feel like it gives the perfect shape that is intended. So once that is done, now we are heading towards our last round. So for the last round, we just want to be making decreases all around. So there are going to be 6 decreases in total if you have done this correctly. If not, it's not a problem. It's just a project. Okay, so there we go. I made the decreases and it is more or less done. What I like to do is I will just take some loose ends here and just make a very teeny tiny slip stitch to make sure that I have a knot at the end and this does not open. I'm just going to make a slip stitch and chain one and pull your yarn up and cut through the middle of the loop. So now we have 2 loose ends. What I like to do is I just weave it through the body. So this since this is pointy, I would just pull it nice and well and weave it in, cut it. You can just pull it inside even more. So now that loose end is inside the body of the veil. Okay, and here also. Okay, so there we go. We're done with our little veil. This is what it looks like. That was it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for even watching part 2. And if you have made something, just send it to me over my Instagram. I would love to see it. Thank you. Bye.